Break the board sports. It's your boy RJ Cash. Cole, click that like, hit subscribe. Great night on the ice Thursday night. 3-0 in hockey. Now, it did take overtime for the Minnesota Wild to come back and get that one for us. And it took a while, but Nashville Predators finally got home, so we're able to get there last night. Again, go to breaktheboardsports.com. Put in promo code NFL50. Get your monthly. Get you half off if we're not up a minimum 5 units at the end of the month. You get the following 2 months for free. Now, click that like, hit subscribe. Let's get into it. We got a full hockey slate, got some great stuff going. Tampa Bay Lightning at the Chicago Blackhawks, and the Lightning laying a heavy number here on the road. Minus 265 now, plus 215 on the comeback for the Lightning. 81% of the ticket count, 71% of the handle is on the Tampa Bay Lightning. 19% of the ticket count, 29% of the handle is on the Blackhawks. Now, 6.5 is our total. 82% of the tickets, 85% of the money is going over the 6.5, 38% of the ticket count, 15% of the handle here going to the under. Now, the under is cashed for the last 5 games for the Lightning, and the under is cashed for the last 6 for the Blackhawks. Also, head-to-head, Blackhawks and Lightning, 5 of the last 7 have went to the under. Now, Blackhawks, they've been on the struggle bus. They're just 1-4 over their last 5, as to where Tampa 8-1 their last 9 on the road, 13-1 their last 14 overall. Tampa Bay's been on an absolute heater. Now, head-to-head, Lightning and Blackhawks, Lightning 10-3 over the last 13 matchups against the Blackhawks. And when they're at home, when they're in Chicago, rather, Tampa Bay has won 6 straight in the Windy City. Listen, I didn't get to the window on this game just because of the pure minus 260. Lightning playing too good a hockey to step in front of. But I do have my SpongeBob SquarePants play of the day, which SquarePants play of the day means square, the most public. Like if you just passed a guy down the street and said, give me a 2-team parlay, this probably be it. We're going to go Boston Celtics money line in the NBA with the Tampa Bay Lightning money line in the National Hockey League minus 130 today. That's my SpongeBob SquarePants play of the day. Vegas Knights at the Toronto Maple Leafs. And I'm really interested about this game. Now, the Knights are laying $1.20, even money on the Maple Leafs here. 46% of the tickets, 56% of the handle is on the Golden Knights. 54% ticket count, 44% of the handle is on the Toronto Maple Leafs. Now, this total sets at 6.5. 65% of the tickets, 59% of the handle going to the over. 35% of the ticket count, 41% of the handle going to the under in this one. Now, Vegas 7-2 over their last 9. And they've really gotten the better of the Maple Leafs. The Knights have beaten them 5 of the last 7 matchups. Toronto just 1-4 their last 5. 7-2, though, their last 9 at home. Now, the over between these two teams is cash 5 of the last 6. And Toronto's went to the over 5 of their last 6. Vegas, on the flip side, their last 8 games on the road, 6 of them have went over the total. And 12 of their last 17 have went over the total. I lean over the 6.5 here. This has like a 4-3 game written all over it. The lean on this game would be towards the over, but nothing in pocket right now other than that Lightning Celtics so far that we went through. St. Louis Blues at the Dallas Stars, and I'm trying to make a case here for the Stars. The problem is the line is minus 180. It's a really steep price. Plus 150 on the comeback for the Blues. Now, 74% of the bets, 52% of the handle is taking the Stars. Got the same idea I do. 26% of ticket count, 48% of the handle taking the Blues. Now, that total is setting at 5.5. 74% of the tickets, 91% of the handle going over that. 26% of the ticket count, 9% of the handle going to the under in this game. Now, the Blues, they're just 2-5 straight up their last 7. 1-4 overall their last 5 versus the Stars. And the Blues have lost 7 straight on the road. Now, consequently, we had the Stars their last time out, double unit play, got across the finish line. They're just 1-4 over their last 5 and 2-4 over their last 6 overall. Now, they've played once this year. Blues won that game in St. Louis back October 18th, 3-1. Blues coming off back-to-back losses at Edmonton, at Winnipeg. And I spoke wrong. Dallas coming off the loss to Columbus. We had them 2 games ago against Boston, 6-2. So apologies there, misspoke. Listen, I'm leaning Stars, trying to make a case. I just don't like the line. Ultimately, that's probably going to keep me off of the game here. but just something definitely to look at as the day goes on. Do you get any buyback, or listen, does the Stars get up over $2 and then you're in a situation, even though the Blues have lost 7 straight on the road, where just the value becomes too much and you got to go Blues? Just something to look for there as things go along. Again, click that like, hit subscribe. Washington Capitals on the road at the Calgary Flames. I just cannot get the Flames right. Capitals, I've had a good handle on. Now they're laying $1.40 today, plus 120 on the comeback with the Flames. 69% tick count, 66% of the handle is laying it with the Caps. 31% tick count, 34% of the handle taking the Calgary Flames plus 120 at home. 5.5 is your total. 80% ticket count, 80% of the handle going to the over. 20% in each column of that going to the under. Now, the Caps just 1-5 their last 6 overall, and their last 11 on the road. The Capitals are just 2-9. Calgary, they haven't been much better. They're 1-4 their last 5 at home, bit me a couple times. 3-7 over their last 10. However, head to head in the last 12 matchups, the Capitals have been able to win 9 of those last 12. So Caps 9-3 versus the Flames last 12. The under between these two teams when they match up has cashed 4 of the last 6, and 6 of the last 8 games that Calgary has played in overall, that has went under the total as well. Now the Caps 24, 21-6 on the year. Flames 21, 24-5. Caps have a losing record. They're a game under 500 on the road. Flames 13, 8-3 at home. Now listen, these two teams have yet to play this year. Capitals 9 of the last 12. Again, two teams that just really have been a bugaboo for me, just going to stay away. It's the daily Colorado Avalanche. Give the line and keep it on moving. Avalanche minus 290, plus 235 on the comeback with the Flyers. Don't even want to touch it. Don't even want to get into it here in this game. Moving on, Anaheim Ducks at the Seattle Kraken. Now, the Kraken are laying minus 115. Ducks minus 105 on the comeback. Now, listen to this ticket count and money, and you tell me what you think. 54% of the tickets is equal to 19% of the handle on the Ducks. 46% ticket count equal to 81% of the handle on the hometown Kraken minus 115. Now, that total, 6.5, 31% of tickets, 11% of the handle going over. 69% ticket count, 89% of the handle to the under in this one. Anaheim is on a 5-game win streak. However, Seattle has beaten the Ducks 10 of the last 12 matchups. They've absolutely dominated them. They're 5-2 their last 7 when they get them at home. Seattle, though, in other aspects, just 1-4 the last 5. Now, the under has cashed 4 of the last 5 for the Ducks. The under has cashed 11 of the last 15 games Seattle has played at home. And head-to-head, when these two teams match up, 7 of the last 10 have went under the total. I like the under 6.5 here. I also would lean Ducks. I like the Ducks in this spot. They're on a 5-game winning streak. They're playing really good hockey. So my lean here would definitely be Ducks or nothing. Now, they've played twice this year. October 9th, Seattle won 3-1 in Seattle. December 22nd, Seattle won 3-1 in Anaheim. I think Anaheim finally gets one here. I like them here as the short home dog. Next game on the board, New York Rangers at the San Jose Sharks. Now, the Sharkies are laying minus 130, plus 114 on the comeback for the Rangers. 62% bets, 56% of the handle, laying it with the Sharks. 38% ticket count, 44% of the handle, taking it with the Rangers. 6.5 is that total. 57% of the ticket count, 89% of the handles going over. 43% ticket count, 11% of the handle going to the under in this one. Now, listen, the Rangers have beaten the Sharks 11 of the last 14. They probably wish they could play them all the time because in their last 8 games, the Rangers are just 1-7. Now, the Sharks, 8-4 over their last 12. They've played 5 straight games to the over, and the Rangers have played 6 of their last 7 to the over. The Rangers have also went over the total in 6 straight road games. Listen, 6.5, I'm not sure I want to get down with that. But again, any kind of alt puck line in a parlay, if I could get a 6, I would. If I could get a 6, I would probably bite 6.5. Just don't want to do it here in this one, but definitely some kind of alt puck line if you're doing parlays, getting the over here on this one. I lean the Sharks. I know the Rangers have dominated, but the Rangers have looked so inept this year. For me, it would be Sharks or nothing in this one. And then the nightcap, again, click that like, hit subscribe. The New Jersey Devils are at the Vancouver Canucks. Now, the Devils are laying $1.55, plus 130 on the comeback for the Canucks. 73% of the ticket count, 71% of the handle is on the New Jersey Devils. 27% ticket count, 29% of the handle on the comeback for the Vancouver Canucks. Now, 5.5 is our total in this game. 81% of bets, 90% of the handle going to the over, 19% ticket count, 10% of the handle going to the under in this game. Now, the Devils, Hughes, they got bad news about him that he's pretty much done. December 14th was the only meeting this year. It was in New Jersey. The Canucks won that game 2-1 there. When you look into the handicap of this, Devils 4-1 their last 5. And even though Vancouver took that meeting or took that game earlier this year in their only meeting, the Devils are 16-4 straight up their last 20 overall. Canucks have just been horrible. 1-8 their last 9 at home, 1-8 their last 9 at home against New Jersey, and 1-11 overall. The under for the last 5 of the Devils games have went under the total. 8 of their last 11 on the road have went over the total. With all that being said, listen, it would be New Jersey or nothing, but I'm not laying $1.55 on the road with the Devils again, just because there's a right side. Sometimes you have to take the line into account. You can't lay $1.55 with a bad team on the road in the Devils. If you're going to play this, you got to do it in some type of parlay situation. Again, I like Tampa Bay with the Boston Celtics there in that parlay. I'm trying to make a case for the Stars, but I kind of want to wait see how the day unfolds there. I like the over in the Ducks game, and I like the Ducks. And I like the Sharks there in that matchup. And I think if you can find an alt total with the Sharks, that would definitely be something to look at. RJ Cash, Break the Board Sports, giving you stats, trends, and information to help you with your handicap. Whether you fade or follow, I hope you guys win your bets. God bless and happy handicapping.